All right, everybody, how are you out there in YouTube world? Bob's back. Another great interview. This one was thrown together last minute, and I couldn't be happier because I've been waiting to speak with this club. These guys are good guys. They do so much stuff around their respective communities. It's a worldwide club. It's an international club. It's the real deal here. So, without any further ado, help me welcome up on stage. We got Duffy and we got Ernest from the Treaty 8 chapter of Redrum MC. How are you, gentlemen? Good to see you guys. Hey, right on, Mike.
How
Thank
you
you.
doing, Bob?
Good to meet you guys, man. I've been watching you guys online and social media. You guys do a ton of stuff out there, right?
We try.
I can't believe it. But before we get into all that shit, let's get into the the start of the start. So, Ernest,
Hello.
you've been riding for a minute or two.
Oh yeah, quite a few minutes. Yep.
So what do you ride? What got you going on two wheels, bro?
Ever since I can remember, I've always been on two wheels. You don't see kids these days riding bicycles. I was always about riding bikes. I did some freestyle competitions, got some attention. Always loved bikes and started riding in the early mid '90s. Man, I don't know how many bikes I've had. Probably a dozen.
Nice.
Uh,
The LC Harley Davidson on the gas tank.
Oh yeah. I did do a favor for a buddy. He had no money, and he gave me a Yamaha Viargo 1100. But that's hiding away in the shed.
How are those things to ride? I've never rode one. The only bike I understand how to ride is a Harley. I don't know.
Yeah, I it's like I got my knees around my ears when I sit on it. I've never rode it, and I never will. The plan is I'm kind of keeping it around for my kids if they ever decide to ride. It's something they can learn on.
A good learner bike. If it falls over, you're not going to cry too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
So how about you, Duff? Are you stopped enough you can speak?
Yeah, I can still talk. I got my headset on.
How long you been doing it? How long you been doing too, bro?
Me since a young age. I started on dirt bikes, did a little bit of motocross when I was younger. Got my first bike, pretty much street bike, when I was like 12 or 14 years old, I think it was. And it was an old Honda, and I fell in love with it. My father was pretty big into the bikes. It was one thing that we had in common, and it just grew from there. And I never stopped. I fell in love with the whole two wheels, right?
Yeah, that's very cool when it's part of the family. It makes it that much more fun, doesn't it? Unfortunately,
it does.
My kids, my daughter will ride on the back of my bike once in a while, and that's about it. So, unfortunately, that's the way it goes. So, Ernest, I see you got all the stuff. And you're the chapter press, right? You're the P?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
You're the main man?
I wouldn't say the main man. I'd say I'm one of the men. We run a round table. We're all equal. And we try to keep grounded and stay humble.
You know what, though? And I threw that out as a joke, but I like that answer because that's the answer, right?
Yeah.
It's like not one patch is no bigger than the other patch. It doesn't matter what you say.
Yeah, that's right. That's why, one of the reasons like on our flashers, we don't have titles on there.
Right.
So we stay grounded, it's a great thing what we do. It's a beautiful club, and I am sure proud to be a member.
So as far as the Canadian chapter goes, are you guys? No, you guys. Anyways, were you mostly along the north of Alberta, and where are you? It's like you said you had one of the fellows was from Edmonton chapter, right?
Oh, that was in the accident there? Yeah, that was Tyler. Yeah, we have several chapters in Alberta. Our chapter is Northern Alberta. We're in the Treaty 8 territory. And that spans Northern Alberta, part of BC, Saskatchewan, and the Northwest Territories.
Oh, wow, eh?
Yeah, so our guys are pretty spread out, sometimes guys will travel 8 hours depending on where we want to go. You know, it affects the pocketbook, but you know, we love the club and we love each other.
So see, we got some people watching us, guys. No man, see, and that was the whole thing. I guess we may as well talk about the accident real quick. You guys had a pretty bad tragedy last summer. It made a lot of press, and
Yeah.
you know, my deepest condolences to each and every one of you. 100%. There's nothing like that that kind of gets. You know, you got to work through it after it's happened, man. You got to work through it, and it is some work. But you know, how are you guys coming? How you doing? Are you feeling okay? Is the chapter okay?
Duffy, do you want to start off on this one?
Sorry about
Yeah.
the dramatic voice. I didn't mean to be dramatic.
No, that's okay.
I know a lot of us are still healing from it. It was a big tragedy. It sure was for both brothers. But I mean, we're taking it one day at a time, and we're doing like our fallen brother always said. We're just leading with love and just trying to keep going that way.
Man, yeah, man, that was a big bad thing that happened. I'm glad to hear you guys. You know, there's nothing I can say that's any words of wisdom
Yeah.
that haven't been said. You know what I mean? You know, if you ever need to talk or whatever, now that we've met, man, you guys have got my number, and that's, you know, I can offer you that. I can offer you an ear any old time.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I'll go into it a little bit here. So,
Okay.
So we were doing our annual run, and this year we decided we were going to do it for raising money to help feed the homeless in our area. So there's a bunch of us from over here where I'm on Swan River First Nation. Laurent Isidore was from Drift Pile, like 15 minutes down the road, and we had a bunch of Edmonton brothers show up and help us set up at the hall, and that was much appreciated. You know, they didn't have to do that, and they hung out when we got on our way. You know, I asked Laurent, because he normally rides beside me. He was our chapter secretary. And I asked our regional at the time, John, if he had my six. And he said, "Yep." So him and his son were on his bike, and you know, we were riding club style down the road.
Oh, there was kids out there too, eh?
Yeah, he had his little boy on his bike, and
Oh, bummer, man.
you know, we were by no means in any crazy hurry. You know, we got about 20 kilometers on the ride to where we're meeting in High Prairie, where we had like beverages and baked goods donated by Tim Hortons over there. And you know, we had guys setting up for the registration table, and people were showing up there. But you know, we got about 20 minutes out, and we hit this long S curve. We creeped up behind this white truck, and you know, he kind of pulled over to the right. You know how people will do that?
So you can kind of see by
So, no, so they're like letting you know it's okay to pass.
Yeah,
That's what he did right in front of me. I was leading this group, and then he come back over, and then a couple seconds later, he cranked his truck into the ditch. Then I'm like, all I could think was, there's a truck in my lane, and it just kept coming, man. It just kept coming. I looked over at John and his son, and I caught eyes with him, and I bumped into him. I gave him a little bit of a rub. They went into the ditch. I seen the grill of that big truck, man, and I closed my eyes, and I thought, this is it. And then all of a sudden, boom, I got hit from behind. Next thing you know, I'm laying on my bike, my feet in the air, my arms by my side, and that trailer, that big truck grazed my arm and brushed me. You know, then holy shit, all I heard was that crunch and the sound of that big truck whizzing by me. Woo! You know, and that still causes me issues driving, even in a vehicle.
yeah,
I'm having to smoke, have my window down. You know, but I've been challenging keeping my line, riding on a bike when I keep before the snow.
Yeah.
But you know, after that, you know, I looked over and I seen John and his son. I knew they were good. I'm like, I got to be good. I got to get up. So I sat up and grabbed my bars. I got up on the highway. I shut my bike off. Shut off my stereo. Then I just heard crazy screams. Man, there was so many screams.
Oh God, man, I'm so sorry.
Oh man, it was the worst thing I heard. I did not want to turn around, but I forced myself to. And it looked like there had been a bomb gone off. You know, there was bikes on fire, and I don't know whether you want to get into detail of what else was all over the place, but all I could think of like was, where's that truck? Did he keep going?
Yeah.
Then I seen it over in the ditch, and it was jackknifed, and I seen the blue car on its roof. That was Laurent's wife was following us. And then I don't remember much, but I remember her. I remember looking. Okay, I see who's good. Okay, who's there? Okay, where's Laurent? Where's Laurent? And then I kind of froze there, and like I was in instant shock, man. Like,
oh, you 100%.
you know, like,
100%.
and then I heard Brenda screaming over to the side, and I knew, right. I knew right there and then, and you know, I had a bunch of people. I don't know how long. My phone was constantly ringing. You know, people concerned and worried, and
100%. How
I
far
don't
away
remember
from the destination?
I knew I had to get a hold of our national officers, so I gave them a call. I remember that. I don't really remember much of the conversation.
No.
And then another couple of my good friends that are local to where I live, they kept calling, and then I don't remember talking to them at all, but they said that I sounded very calm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told them that Laurent was gone and stuff. You know, they're telling me.
Jeez, bro.
You know, those guys. You know, we did a fundraiser, and they were bidding on this wood carving for me, and the price got really high. And then Jessica, our Red Spirit sister, put them in touch with the carver that happened to be there. And then, so they got another one made. So they gave that one up for the Edmonton chapter, and this is what they had made.
Wow, man.
And gave me. It's got two cheese heads, and that represents our two lost brothers.
Oh, right on, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
and
that.
This here, this is Laurent's cut. I don't know if you can see the glare.
Yeah.
He was a spiritual leader for our club. Him and I were just down in Sturgis, and we had our international president, Cliff Mateas, present that to him.
Wow.
You know, just weeks prior. You know, and you know, it's been quite a journey this past summer. You know, we had an episode there too in where was that? Great Falls. Me and Laurent checked out of our hotel. Didn't talk to anybody. Held the door open for a little old lady at McDonald's. We parked our bikes along the side where there was parking. And we were inside. I just had the first bite of my sandwich, and some dude runs in there. Hey, somebody just ran over those bikes. Are they yours?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, they ran down our bikes and took off.
Oh,
so the next car went and took a picture of the plate and got a picture of the driver, known to the cops, got paid out, and then I got my other electric light on the road after that for the run, and that's still in my driveway, looking for parts.
The electric light?
Yeah.
Oh, the one from that day?
Yeah, but then I got paid out for my my bike in Great Falls, and then I got myself a brand new off the showroom floor, Road Glide Limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still making good bikes. I don't care what anyone says with all the crazy Harley controversy. And yeah, before we all got together, me and Duff were talking, and I follow Cliff from New York City. I think he might be your international guy. I follow him. That's pretty cool.
He's our international president.
And he moves around the world a lot, doesn't he, that guy? So you guys are, well, we got you up here anyway, don't we? What were you going to say, Duff? Sorry, bro. I don't mean to cut you off.
It's all right. I was just agreeing with Jay. He's our international president. He's all over the place. He's always checking up on us, on all of us.
Now, when he goes into like a country like Greece or even Australia, I notice. So if it's dealing mostly with natives, then it's like the indigenous people to that country. Is that what I'm picking up?
Yeah, everybody is indigenous to their own land, right? You know,
Uh-huh.
our club sees no color. We welcome
Oh, okay.
everybody. You know, as long as they have the same mindset. We all have the same mindset. We all have the same goals, and you know, they believe in you know, it's a First Nation based club, but you don't have to
Okay.
be First Nations to be in it. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around here, but
No, no, no. I'm glad you told me that because that was a
yeah,
misconception I had formed in my own head that it was centered around the native membership. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. No,
No.
we have chapters in Germany and
Right.
Morocco, which is Africa, and Australia. We're all over, and it's growing. It's growing like crazy.
And
But
in our
we're all
chapter,
about yeah, we're all about quality, not quantity. So
And you got some really good spokespeople out there right now.
yeah, we do. You know, with one thing we do let everybody know that wants to come on in is like you might not make it. This club might not be for you, and you might not be for this club.
Well, it sounds about how much work you guys do in the community that you got to come in with some commitment in your heart. You can't just come in because you like to ride around on motorcycles, which is the core of it. It's always got to be the core of it is our love for motorcycles, right? But after
yeah,
that, you got to see how much work's going to be involved.
yeah, yeah. I mean, for us, the biggest thing is you just got to live a righteous life and stay positive. Always positivity. We're trying to spread positivity on two wheels. I know a lot of us look like big old bikers that are grumpy all the time, and we're not. We're very great people. We're just, trying to help out our communities and people in need any chance we can.
Which is again like we spoke about off camera, which is what I'm trying to do with our channel. I'm trying to put the spotlight on clubs like your guys' club and show people, yeah, they got a patch on, absolutely. Yeah, they might ride a Harley that's pretty loud, absolutely. But if you need something, who's going to say yes first?
Yeah.
You know. So that's what I want the public to start to understand about motorcycle riders and just clubs in general. You know what I mean? You know,
100%.
Yeah.
and so right after that, it was not even close to it because you guys don't ever stop doing. Weren't you doing some other stuff for some blankets and stuff for homeless people too? Like right after that, or was that part of that same sort of thing? Was
Oh,
that was that the same run?
no, it wasn't that run. We did it a little while after. After we got pretty much like our bearings back together and stuff, we ended up donating some clothes to St. Lawrence Soup Kitchen. We brought some clothes there, gloves and socks, because it's wintertime and it's really cold out here. We also brought them some food for the soup kitchen so we can feed the homeless. You know,
So that
we
I think
also
that's
helped out.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I
And we
think
also
that's the
helped
best way
out
to
at,
keep your foot on the gas, bro.
yeah. And I mean, right after that as well, I think it was like a week or two after, we also helped out the Sunrise House, which help out like the youth, like teenagers and stuff, to try to get on their feet and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
we helped them out a lot.
Yep. And I was speaking recently to a club that does a lot for children and stuff, and it was a private conversation, so I won't say the club's name. But that was the one thing that I was mentioning in the conversation was the teenagers kind of slide between the cracks sometimes.
They
Where
do.
if somebody had showed them how cool a motorcycle is and how much fun it is to get on a dirt bike even and crack it around the yard, then maybe he would have taken a different path in his life.
100%. And I mean, I know a lot of us, like, we've all have different backgrounds in this club, and we see it. And I know we're trying to help out. Like, we talk a lot about our seven generations and how we help the generation now, it'll help it out seven generations from now and so on.
Oh,
So if we
is
start,
that what that means? Seven gen? I've
yeah,
seen that around.
yep. Like if
Oh,
we help out our generations now, it'll help out seven generations and keep moving on and on, right?
I'm learning shit, man. like that. Yeah, no, that's a pretty cool philosophy. So that, yeah, interesting. Now, I don't know. You guys want to do a little bounce around the website and see what it's got going on? Show
Yep.
people what's on there.
I just wanted to say, you know, our chapter, we try and do something every weekend. We're busy, you know, we all have full-time jobs and families, and work and family always comes first. But we do put in a lot of sacrifices to help out a lot of people. Like we
Exactly,
thought
man.
this year Brian and his wife came up with you know, what about the kids that are in the hospital for Christmas? So
Yeah.
we put well, Brian Duffy here and his woman, his
Mm-hmm.
fiance, sorry, they went out and they bought a whole bunch of gifts and stuff. So I'm like, well, I want in on this, bro. And I sent
Yeah.
some money. A couple other guys did too. And next thing you know, we're walking into the hospital to the, which ward was that again? The
Um, pediatric ward.
pediatric ward.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
weren't able to see the kids, but
Yeah.
it still felt good in my heart doing that for them. You know, we were able to go up to the front desk there and we left the gifts. The staff there took pictures with us, and you
And
know,
and
then
you mentioned most of your members have jobs, of course, and families. So do a lot of your events. Do you guys try to organize them so that you can bring your wife and your kid, so the family stays as a unit?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, everything we do, we're always about bringing our family. You
Nice.
know, some guys, like their wives are at every meeting. You know, their
Mhm.
kids are running around and their dogs.
So the kids are being friends. To turn out they're gonna have lifelong friends and making, you know what I mean, a good
Yeah.
foundation.
You
See,
know,
it's a
yeah,
good
but
thing.
Oh yeah.
It's a good thing in many regards, right?
yeah.
I know that's kind of a selfish view, and it's not the way you guys are thinking about it. But if you do think deeper into it, it's true. You know what I mean? So you can't deny something that's good, right?
Yeah. And I mean, like the whole thing with what me and my fiance were thinking of doing for getting those gift bags for the kids in the hospital. Like I had the idea, and I talked to my fiance and her youngest one, Dylan. They were the two that did all the legwork. They went to the store, bought everything, set it up, you know, took the pictures and everything, and
Nice.
then I let everybody know, right?
So,
And then from
so,
there,
so,
just
so you guys are giving the kids are taking their own initiatives already
they are.
by
And I
example.
mean,
That's
yeah,
cool, bro.
and our families, some of our families love doing it too, right? Like most of our
Yeah, yeah.
families, you know,
Uh-oh, you're going a little choppy, bro. I think we might. I think Duff's on a choppy
better
foot.
now.
Oh, there
Oh,
you are,
there he
bro.
is.
There you are.
Welcome
You're back.
back, brother.
It's
Uh,
weird sometimes on
hey,
telephones. Are you good?
it's hard. There's not much reception in my truck.
Well, you know
Can
what?
you hear me better now?
Yeah. You're perfect, bro. You can hear us. You
Yep.
can't hear me. Oh, you can. Perfect.
Yeah, again.
Yeah. So, oh, hey, that's one thing. When we're done talking and all that, and down the road, I'm gonna ask you guys if you can send me a list. I want to do a calendar this year with all the different motorcycle events for the whole year, weekly runs, poker runs, special events, and make a calendar so somebody knows what's happening tomorrow if they want to go for a bike ride, they can go ride with.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you wanted to bounce to the website there,
Yeah.
they go there's on the three dots there, you click on that and you can move around there. It shows you all the chapters where we are. There's also an events page on there.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of posters already up for the upcoming season.
Beautiful. Thank you for that.
Yeah, we're still having discussions about our run this year. Yeah.
Oh, I must have came on the wrong page.
Well, which one are you on there?
I think I clicked right on the chapters page
Oh yeah.
off of the Google search. Let me do this better here. So just go straight to the website. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same page.
So in the top corner there should be 3 bars.
Yeah, it's in the center there on
Oh,
mine.
okay. Okay.
Got it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there you could go to events.
Oh, there we go. Upcoming. And then you just go through it right on. Good one. Good.
Yeah.
So this is stuff all over the world that you guys are doing though. This one's in what, New Mexico or Minnesota? Minnesota, it looks like.
Yeah.
See, I kind of I slacked off over the winter because it was winter and there wasn't that many bike events, right? But as it turns out, yeah, there is. So I've got to start doing at least twice a week just on events, and then once a week on the interviews. I got to get back at her, which I love doing these things. So I really like them. I really like the interviews the most so far. But you got to do what you got to do. If I'm going to be the guy claiming to have all the events, I better tell the events, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's overseas.
I think that open house. That would. Yeah, that. I think that was Germany.
Oh yeah, Germany. It says so right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool, eh? Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Fucking taco night. Now I'm hungry. Wow, man, you guys are everywhere. How did that big Hollywood guy end up coming along? Did he have to do all the things? He had to, or is he like a celebrity kind of thing? Or that's none of my business.
I'm not really sure who you're talking about. I'm a celebrity in my own mind. So.
Well, exactly, right?
No, I'm just joking. Jason, I know that he was out in Ontario doing a movie, and he's been talking to Cliff for years, and he did his prospecting and stuff there in Ontario with the Six Nations chapter and Treaty 20 over there with those guys.
Oh,
yeah.
I did not know that there was a Six Nations chapter. That's cool. Yeah. I learned all sorts of good stuff today. So I can go through this events page, and I can find out everything from all the different chapters. That's cool to know. That's very cool to know. And and Brad, again, back to one more time, back to the crash. Brad was mentioning, how much did it mean to you guys to use that last ride? That thing's pretty fucking cool, eh?
It really is. I mean, I've been friends with Brad even before I joined Redrum. Like, I've seen Brad as a brother to me for the past 8, almost 10 years. And I was very humbled when he called me that day and he said, whatever you need, call me. Like, don't be afraid. He says, whatever you need, I'm here. If you need the bike, you guys want to use the bike and it's okay with the family, he says, call me, give me numbers, I'll do whatever you need. And I mean, he made it so special for us and also for Tyler as well, right? Because he'd call me every hour on the hour pretty much. He's like, all right, I called this person. Who else do I got to talk to? And I'd be like, well, call this person, call that person. And he was just on the ball with everything. He treated us so well.
He's such a good guy, eh? And he actually put us all together today, and I can't thank him enough for that. Yep. And the day I had him on for an interview, I was looking at a clock on my computer, and I thought him and I had already done an hour and a half. So I kind of bum rushed him and ended the conversation, right? Well, then after I started downloading it, I realized we only did 45 minutes. So I screwed him for half his time. Poor guy. But it wasn't, I don't know what happened. I was looking at something on all these screens I got, right? And I don't know, I thought and and it didn't feel like we had spoken for that long either. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
kind
well,
of
me
go,
and me and Duffy were also typing on the chat there, and kind of took away from him a little bit. I felt, I love Brad. I don't know him like Duffy does here, but if he ever wants to step up to the plate, man, I'm sure that we would welcome him with open arms. He's such a great guy. He's got such a good mindset,
100%.
and he's so positive.
yeah,
The only
man.
thing is he's just like Duffy, and I don't know if I could handle two of those boys.
Well, well, that's what I said when we were talking about it because that's a pretty heavy thing that you're involving yourself into. Every time
It
you
is.
use that thing, it's a heavy day,
Yeah,
and
It is.
he steps right up to do it, man. He's not doing it for no money. He's doing it because he
Well,
wants.
and it's like I laugh because after everything was over with Laurent and Tyler and stuff, he called me after and he says, Duff, he says, I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. He says that was something that was heavy when I started, but he says now, he says, man, that was so empowering. He says you guys all came together for each other
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
that's what
heal
he
each
said.
other, and
Yeah,
we included him with everything too, right? Like, he needed a ribbon shirt and everything, and he's like, well, how do I get one of those? I'm like, don't worry, I got you. We got people. We'll get you. We'll get you.
and there's a fire, isn't there? I remember going to one of my brothers was native, and his father passed, and there was a fire or something that we went through and put some
Sacred
cedar in.
fire.
yeah. Traditionally, we'll go around clockwise, and we'll put tobacco in the fire, and we'll say a prayer, right?
Yeah,
We light that fire at the time of the passing, and it usually goes for 4 days.
and it stays.
And then we'll light it up the day of the funeral again, and then we'll do the tobacco again and say a prayer, and then we'll put a spirit plate. We'll make them a plate of all their favorite foods, and we'll put that in the fire there as an offering.
Well,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Laurent was really so spiritual. Anybody would call, he was there. Whether or not they had money for him, he always said the Creator will find me a way. Because I went thousands and thousands of miles with him to ceremonies and stuff, and he had got me starting to sing and play the drum and get into my culture more. And
Nice.
he's truly missed. It's so
Very.
tragic that happened, and I'm
Yeah,
still suffering from it.
yeah. I believe you, bro. And again, I'm sorry to hear about that, bro. But and he sounds like the kind of cat that if you come to him with a problem, he comes at it from a spiritual sort of view, like the creator and all that,
Yeah.
and helps you kind of work your way through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Sometimes
of
that's
one of
what you
one
need.
of our officers messaged me. He goes, "Hey man, you got to check this out." He sent me a link. I opened it, and this was one of our California chapters. They were doing one run or something. I can't remember what they were doing, but they had somebody come in and do an honor song for Laurent, and for healing for a chapter. So this young man comes on there, and he does this honor song, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds wicked, man." I do compare when I hear a lot of different singers, and like I really pay attention to the ones that are really good. And this guy was so good. And then he messaged me after I watched it. He goes, "Did you read the caption?" I said, "Oh shit!" So I read it again. So it turns out this guy in California that did this song used to roll with Laurent in Edmonton.
No way.
Yeah, he didn't know who he was doing this honor song for. Like how special is that, man? That just blows my mind.
That's crazy, eh?
And he was up here for the rent services, and I seen him, and I took the time to get up, because I was sitting in the pallbearer area, and I
Mm-hmm.
went over and I shook his hand and gave him a hug, and I thanked him.
Yeah. Those funerals, they look like they were massive, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then where'd you put you put the fellas at the front? So that's where Brad was up front, yeah.
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 Yeah, you got to put them up front. It's your last ride,
Yeah.
right?
So me and Laurent's widow, we had like the Derpile Reserve security up in front with their flashing lights, and then me and Brenda we brought Laurent home, right? So we were in front of Brad and Laurent. And it really started to hit me, once we started getting out of High Prairie and into like the reserves. Like there's a whole bunch of reserves, like 4 reserves along the lake shore. And it was a long ride. We couldn't go very fast. We were concerned as Laurent, right?
Yeah.
So there was people lined up on the highways with signs and everything, man.
Crazy, eh?
I bawled my eyes out the whole way.
Yeah, I would have too.
And I lost my tears a long time ago. I
Yeah,
lost my loved ones, my family, when I was very young.
yeah. It toughened
It's
you up
tough.
for it toughened you up for all them years.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think I had any tears in my body.
Yeah, man. Well, you know what? And that's the thing also about motorcycle clubs, that unless you're in one, you don't understand the feeling. Especially if you get a good club, it's the right club for you, and it's the right fit with the right people. You can't even explain that feeling.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest family you ever had, and you just kind of walked into it as an adult.
Yeah.
But it's not all fit. Go ahead, Duffy.
And the brotherhood that we have for each other too. Like we came from everywhere. We had guys from Washington chapters and stuff show up, like from everywhere. Because I mean, Laurent hit a lot of people. Tyler was still pretty new, but even Tyler hit a lot of people as well. Like he was a great kid. He was starting to get on a positive way, and we call it following the red road, just being positive and living righteous and helping everybody you can on your way, on your journey, and on your path.
Right, man, because it doesn't matter if nobody pays you for that help. It comes back to you somehow in your life.
It does.
You know what I mean? It's better than being shitty to people and driving by them when you see 4 kids in the car and it's stopped on the highway, right? And lots of people do. It's just a fact of life.
Well, it's like I was telling you earlier. Like I got an 11-year-old daughter, and she's been on the back of my bike. She's a trooper and a half, and she likes to go to everything. And I always tell her, like, if you're with your mom or you can't find me or something, I said find the biggest, ugliest, scariest biker you can find. I said that's the guy that's gonna move the mountains to bring you back to me or your mom.
Do you see who's saying
And
hi
I
on
do
the
the
chat?
same. If what's that?
Do you see who's saying hi on the chat? Brad is. Brad's saying, look at these 2 beauties.
What up, Brad?
Yeah, man, we were just talking about you, Brad. Yeah, look under your truck before you start it in the morning.
Wow.
Well, that's funny. He's a good guy, man. I really, really like Brad. See, Todd. Yeah. So Todd's one of the friends I've made from the other biker news channels, and he's thinks kind of like you guys think, man. And he's always putting these kind of things on his comments. I knew this show would be for you, Todd. I knew you would love this show. Because, yeah, of course it's good, Brad. Because these guys in the club are about positivity and like you guys say, living right. It's kind of a weird concept anymore, living right, man. It can kind of mean a lot of things to a lot of people. Now, where do you guys see the chapter going into next year? You're still just going to keep banging them through and getting these whatever you can do done. You got more. I know we got more.
Sorry, I kind of glitched out. I didn't hear anything.
Oh, we're on a glitch fucking thing. I
think we lost Duffy too.
Did we lose you for good, Duff? I think I gotta add you back, do I? Sorry, bro.
There we go.
Now?
There it is.
I'm good.
Okay. We'll get her all fixed up, man. Yeah. Todd's always got the positive messages, Barbie. And Barbie, she comes from Alberta. I don't know whereabouts she's in Alberta, but she's from out that way. And yeah. And Brad, yeah, no, it was all good, Brad. It was absolutely all good. No, we were just saying that it's a pretty heavy job you got going on, and you stepped right up to do it. And Nobody, I don't think, can thank you enough. Hey, American Sunset, how are you, bro? Good, we're getting some people in. Are you from PEI, Todd? Oh, that's interesting. You guys got some members down PEI way?
I think we have a chapter in PI, from what I recall.
I guess I can look up myself, can't I?
Yeah. We're all
Yeah, I
across
think
Canada,
there's.
all across the states. We got I think 2 prospective chapters in Mexico now. Man, we're all over the place. I just want to take a minute. There's one organization that reached out to me, and they really helped me. They got me in touch with people to talk to. They got me in touch with lawyers. They even knew I wasn't working for a while because I had to take some time off.
Absolutely, you would.
There's this organization that's run by Ashley Taylor. It's called One Broken Biker.
Yeah.
And if anybody out there, in Western Canada gets in an accident and you're lost, man, reach out to her. Find her on Facebook, man, and she will help you. And she does it from the kindness of her heart. She has a number of people that donate, and that's how she's able to do that, right? And it all started because her father was in a motorcycle accident, and he was looking for places to look for help or anything, and I just wanted to give them a shout out, man. They really helped me a lot. And Ashley, if you ever hear this or see this, I love you. Thank you.
And if you guys want, shoot me the link on Messenger, and I'll put it in the description on the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
And if she wants to, and you guys are still in contact, I'll definitely do an interview with her.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yep.
Yeah,
It's really good. What she started is a good thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then there's a few of them around the country. I know there's one on the East Coast, but they're usually run by law firms, which is, you need a lawyer if you get hurt in a vehicle accident anyway, especially on a motorcycle, right? Because some motorcycle accidents are like millions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
And you need a lawyer to stick handle you through that. It's not something you want to take on by yourself. Oh, so
yeah,
so
I'm only looking to protect myself.
100%.
Anything financial, I'm in for any financial game. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
If I get anything, it'll go to my chapter to help us do things to help people.
And for some reason, I kind of expected you to say something like that, because down the road, you never know, it might affect your ability to make a living for yourself. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
You got to be ready. So Barbie's from between Calgary and Red Deer.
Yeah.
Hey, Straight Jacket, how are you, brother? Another one of our guys from the States. He's ex-military. He's got his own channel.
Man. We honor our veterans in our club. They get to wear a little diamond or triangle. Not a triangle, holy.
A diamond?
Yeah, it's kind of like an offset diamond, and it says veteran on it.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've noticed there's a lot more veteran motorcycle groups out there. I went to that motorcycle show in Toronto, and I met a whole bunch of them. It was one day at a motorcycle show, and I came home with a stack of cards and papers. I just got to get through them all and set them all up and get all these interviews done because I got enough people I met. It's going to be good. It's going to be good, and it's always that's what I mean. Like, if we have more discussions like this and more people watch stuff about this, then they understand, how much good all these motorcycle groups and you guys are up and over the top. You guys do stuff all the time, man. That's what Todd J
It's about riding, man.
It's not
about getting in touch. About getting in touch with the people in your spirit.
And you guys have tied it in with motorcycles, so you got the best of everything.
Oh yeah.
Are you guys a Harley only club, or it doesn't matter?
As long as it's over, I think it's 650 cc's V-twin. So we
So
got
like,
some guys with Harleys, some with Indians, a
yeah,
couple of guys with Yamahas and stuff like that. It varies, right? And it
yeah,
depends in the states or province or where you're from. I know in I think it was in our Hawaii chapter. I know that it's really hard. Or Thailand. I think Thailand was really hard to get Harleys there for a while and stuff. So it varies, right?
yeah. I guess if it's not keeping the pack held up
Yeah,
or making it dangerous or anything, right?
exactly.
And you guys, like all MCs, you guys weed out the ones that aren't going to make it in the pack, which means they probably don't really have a good future in a motorcycle club anyway, right? It's just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Some can do it and some can't. It's that simple, you know.
And some guys are
Yeah,
better if they're being a good contributor as a hang around. Sometimes maybe that's a good spot to be in.
yeah. Because I know it can get overwhelming. We had a couple of riders in our chapter at the start. They were very intimidated, and took them a while to get used to us and get to know us. But that's part of the process, right?
Right, right,
Like
yeah.
I love it. I find it such an adrenaline rush and just fun. Being right beside your brother, running bar to bar, nothing can ever compare to me.
Yeah, man,
Like
it's fun.
I love it.
There's no other way to put it. It's just a good time. It's fun. It's a laugh.
Yep.
You can make it whatever you want it to be, right? I remember coming home and crazy hurricane-like thunderstorms up that stupid QEW headed towards London. It's like, this sucks. But when you get home, you dry up and you don't worry about it again, right?
It's a free shower. You just got to speed up so you can power wash it off you.
Exactly. At least
Yeah, I just smile so it washes the bugs off my teeth.
Yeah.
exactly. Oh shit! I gotta answer this guy on Facebook. That's funny. Uh-oh. Oh, I fucked it up. What did I do? Oh, dude. I knew what I want. So we don't want to stay focused on just that crash and all that. Not because it's not important, because it is important. But I was just thinking, we, come on. Okay. All right, I fucked it all up. I'll have to get back to the Come on, dog. I'll get back. Get out. Crazy boy. Come on, man. Serious? Stop. I'm doing
I feel like I know that dog now. He comes and says hi on all your lives.
He does. He's a funny boy. He's standing there getting his butt scratched. That's all he wanted. Crazy dog. He does that on every live though, doesn't he? Now I was trying to get back to. I'll have to get back to him another way. One of these. Stop it, man. One of these guys that you wanted to see how my interview went, so he could watch it. Okay, right there. I already sent the link once, didn't I, bro? Here, I'll send it again. Oh yeah.
Hey, Ernest, maybe the dog, Bob's dog, just wanted to say hi to the first northern Alberta Sasquatch in the prime, in the live.
Yeah.
You've been working on that beard for more than a day or two.
I think there's food in there from a couple days ago still too, so he'll probably like me.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, man. No, like I say, we don't want to just focus around that one tragedy. What we talk, it's our first time we talk, but where else? So you guys are like really spread out, so that's got to be a bit of a challenge for the new guys to get to know the other guys. Is that kind of part of what you were talking about a little bit earlier?
Well, we don't have no set times for hang-arounds and stuff like that, right? So once we feel that we know them and we're confident in their riding abilities and stuff, and then maybe they'll move up to the next step.
Right, right.
Once we've already felt them out, like you know, if a guy's here for like being a patch chaser, or here to be a gangster or whatever, and that's just not what this club is about at all.
You can tell pretty quickly.
Yeah, especially if you've been around a little bit.
And you guys pound the asphalt though. That's one thing that you got to say about yourselves is you pound the asphalt as much as you can.
Yeah.
Because what it is, it's
Definitely.
a pretty short season. How short's your season up there?
Last day I rode was my birthday on November 4th.
Ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. See, well, maybe not much in April. You get more out in May. We used to have guys up in Sault Ste. Marie, and that's kind of when they broke first out May.
Usually we're out in May. Some of us come out in April. Depends on the weather and how much is still on the roads. Because I know we still got rocks and stuff everywhere. And
yeah.
Like we got all different riders too. Like most of my life, so I know me. A little bit of dirt on the road is just a little bit of fun.
It doesn't bother you.
Not at all.
And see, sometimes I can get dicey with a little bit of shit on the road. Depends on what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
We all got that first bike crash,
Yeah.
and that's how I managed to do mine. I managed to get on some loose gravel on top of some asphalt and grab the front brake because I was drunk on my buddy's bike. I found out that just wasn't the answer. What the fuck just happened, man? Whew, you're still there. My God. I thought I lost you.
So if you wanted to give our chapter a follow on Instagram, it's Redrum MC _Treaty _8.
Okay.
Or else you could just search for Redrum MC Treaty 8 chapter. That's where we're posting a lot of our pictures and stuff, and we'll have posters up there in the coming weeks, hopefully, for our annual run.
We'll have that posted on there probably.
Yeah.
Treaty 8 right there. Follow. All right, I got you.
Right on. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So what do you do? Like the big run of the year? What are you doing? Are you staying? Do you stay home or do you get out there and go on an adventure?
Man, this club has taken me. I've always been an Alberta boy. There's everything here I need.
Yeah.
I never had any desire to travel. And I've ridden my bike to Michigan. I flew to Toronto. We went down to New York. Been to Sturgis twice now.
Oh, nice.
Man, I've been everywhere. Runs in all across the prairies. Every chapter.
Yeah.
I was down to about 5,000 kilometers a year on my bike, just not having people to ride with and kind of losing interest. And
yeah.
So I joined this club, and the past 2 years I've been over 20,000. Last year was 26,000 between two of my bikes.
Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, last year my bike didn't make it through the bills, man. I had to let her go. I got to save up again this year and get myself something new. I went a summer without a bike, and it's just not right. And it was a beautiful street glide. I didn't spend much money on it, you know what I mean? Every time I pushed the button, it fired up. That's all I wanted, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Those new M8 engines, though, I tell you, I've never rode anything smoother. I'm used to having my eyeball shake when I'm burying the needle, go as fast as that thing will go. And then that new bike, I'm just like, wow, just sitting there. Like my ashes are still on my cigarette, and I'm ripping.
No,
I love the new Harleys.
Huh. See, mine was only 08. It wasn't that new. It was an 08, so I don't even know. It's just a twin cam, I think, in 08, isn't it?
And then there's Duff over there catching wind with his 20-inch ape hangers pushed way forward.
You got the apes, or what do you?
Yeah. I got a 2012 Road Glide and I got a 2006 Softail chopper.
Nice.
I just bought the Softail chopper at the beginning of this year, and because my Road Glide's been out of commission, and yeah, I got a lot of good laughs on that one.
Mm-hmm.
They're always making fun of me because I got 20-inch apes, so I can save money on deodorant.
Sure, man. I've never rode apes a long distance. How do they feel at the
Well, I
end?
found this.
Are they up
I
there
found
like
I found out this summer that 4,000 kilometers on a chopper wasn't the best idea.
or like that? Yeah. Yeah, especially them you know, when I was in the club, it was still Evo days, right? So we were all riding around on Softail Evos and stuff like that. They're not very
Damn,
much.
I miss the sound of a carbureted bike.
Yeah, I know, eh? And you know, mine was punched out. Mine was punched out to 110, and back then 110 was huge. Now you can get those Milwaukee 8s off the floor, 134 inches, can't you?
Yeah, no, that's a kit that comes with. Like
And if you want to even go more,
yeah,
they came out with the 143 Ti too. I'd like to get my hands on one of those.
I'd still twist it. You know I would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to, man. You'd have to. See, I was riding my 08 Street Glide with my buddy who's got, you know, it's just newer. It's a 14, but it was a CVO. And mine had some work done. It was chipped, and the exhaust shit was done. And I could never keep up to that guy. He'd just twist that CVO and he'd be gone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes it ain't about going fast. It's just about enjoying the journey.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you know how it is when you first get beside your buddy. You gotta put your dicks out and see who's gonna go faster.
No, we don't do that at all.
No. No biker does that, bro. Look at Brad. Brad says that smile, Duff. I'm about to cross you.
Yeah, Brad's seen a lot of weird things on that Road Glide with me on it before I got into this chapter.
So how come the road drug's out of commission?
I know it was a big discussion when I joined. Yeah, I just brought it in. I blew up the motor in it now about 3 times.
Holy shit. What have you been doing?
Yeah.
You blow up the motor? Because usually Harleys are industry. I've never blown up a Harley motor. Nothing will beat
If it ain't tough, it ain't tough at all.
Nothing will beat seeing Duffy roll through Grand Prairie and a neon green Mankini. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Brad's got some shit on you.
Oh, that was back in the day.
On his Road Glide.
Yep.
Duffy was like Indian Larry. If you watch some of his old Instagrams and TikToks, just fluffier.
Oh yeah, way fluffier.
Hey, brother.
Oh yeah, but no shirt, always running. What's that?
Do you build your own choppers?
No, I bought this one and I've been playing around with the Road Glide, but I usually don't have time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm always in the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I work like constant, and then when I can, I just get on those bikes. And before I was in this chapter, like always, no shirt, just running down everywhere. You know, find a mankini, slap that on, and just be free.
I can imagine out there in northern Alberta, them fuckers going, "What was that?"
Oh yeah, many times. Like, I even got tickets. I got a couple of photo radars with me standing on my seat, going through like lights and stuff, and getting caught on photo radar. And yeah, that was a little bit of wild.
Yeah, you sound like you had a little bit of wild in you, bro. Tell him how you ride, Duffy. That's what he's telling us, Brad. As he said, tell him how you ride, Duffy.
Yeah, like I've laid down on my bike, like literally just put cruise on and go down the highway. just laying down with my feet on the dash of the Road Glide and just go.
Yeah.
Like,
I haven't quite laid down my feet up that high, but yeah, you've seen guys do it on videos and that.
yeah. Well, we did it. Well, before with the club and stuff, I can't do that kind of stuff. But before the club, I did that constant. Like I had one buddy. Well, Brad, I think was with me one time, and I think I did close to like 150 kilometers just laying on the bike with the feet on the dash and just smoking a cigarette going down the highway. And he's like, "How do you do it?" I'm like, "You just gotta go, man. Just let it roll."
Go.
He's like, "Aren't you worried to crash?" I said, "I'm gonna crash regardless. When it happens, it happens."
Well, yeah. And you know what? I think I've never crashed Harley yet. Isn't that wild? The only one I ever dumped was my buddy's Honda. And again, we were drunken idiots. And we were working at a truck stop. And he was working. I was drinking. And I said, "How do you work this thing?" And he goes, "One down, the rest are up." And away I went. Wasn't enough instruction. But when you're 18 or 17 or whatever, you know. But that's what I mean. So do you guys do you guys like, because you seem to do a lot of things for a lot of people, right? Do you guys like kind of, what's your thought process when you decide, like right now we're going to do some warm clothes and warm blankets and get some food on over to the soup kitchen and help out the homeless. And then the next thing might be like, let's help out the kids at the hospital.
Yeah, we're constantly having discussions and deciding what's needed where and who needs it the most. We like to spread the love, as much as we can. And, we're all very busy. We all have full-time jobs and families. So, I'm a full-time hockey dad in the winter. I got 2 boys in hockey now. Sometimes that's 7 days a week.
Yeah, yeah.
And
They're competitive.
it's tough. Oh, I think we lost stuff again there. But,
Yeah,
we've had discussions where our next thing is we're gonna set up a table and a tent and a fire pit, and we're gonna make great big pot of soup and have some bannock or some buns, and we're gonna get out there and be seen. So these people, the people that are the less fortunate that come out and see us, they're not intimidated or scared. This last time we went to the St. Lawrence homeless drop-in center and dropped off some donations there. There was guys and women there that recognized us and, "Oh, welcome back, it's good to see you again."
Yeah, good.
Good. Yeah. I've always constantly been helping people out, and for me to fall in love with this club, man, I never thought in my life, I was a prospect with the Edmonton chapter,
Mm-hmm.
and they had me dressed up like Santa Claus, and we were going into to people's houses, that weren't in a good place, and we brought them the gifts, turkeys, hams, all the fixings, and I walk in dressed like Santa Claus, and there was grown men crying, man. The little kids were crying, "It's the real Santa! Oh my God!"
Isn't that crazy?
And that, man, that hit me in the feelers, and I was addicted.
Yeah,
And if I could change one person's life, one kid's life, if they're heading down a bad path, man, then I'm happy. And to be remembered by the less fortunate on the street every time I go out there and stuff, and that's just a great feeling, man. And I'm proud of my brothers and the stuff we've done. It's like in the summertime, it's like every weekend we're out there and we're doing something to help somebody somewhere. We're advocating for missing and murdered Indigenous women, and for the residential schools. And everything down those lines, walks for justice. Me and Laurent, man, we've been asked, and we've brought home over 50 people in funerals and funeral processions over the last couple of years. And I kind of slowed down on that part because it was starting to affect me. It was affecting me, and I just had to slow down. The one that hit me the hardest was a little kid, man. In a day home. It's like You know, mom went to work, dropped the kid off, and then she gets a call that her kid's in the hospital. So the lady running this day home,
Oh
something
no.
bad happened, man, and the kid had a big bump and died, and
Oh no.
they're still going in the courts and stuff. And you know, I cried, you know, I cried for that kid, you know, and heading down the highway. Same thing as like Lawrence service.
Yeah.
There's people lined up on the highway, and man, all I could do was honor them by putting a fist in the air and revving my bike. You know,
We got one of your club brothers, CDN-AJ. I love our club. Open my eyes to live the righteous life.
100%.
amen,
Yeah,
brother.
You
We
guys
walk
know
with
it.
the Creator.
No, I don't know why. It just kind of blows me away that there's one club out there out of all these clubs. Well, I guess not just one that kind of dialed it in. But of course, every club's got to go through their growing and their growing and slowing, and things happen, right?
Yeah.
You all right, Duff?
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to cool down my phone. It's overheating, I guess. Talking about Brad too much.
He says, I'm
So
the
I
little...
got a chunk of ice.
Hey, CDN-AJ said, I'm the little Duffy, LOL.
What is...
Can you ask if that's Tony?
Is that your guy, Duff?
I'm not sure. That sounds like something Tony would say.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? Big Tony.
Yeah, right.
He'll hear you.
I can't read the screen. I had some issues with my diabetes today. I had some crazy lows and
Oh, Jesus, eh?
not fun, but especially if you're used to running high.
Yeah, that's a weird one, diabetes, isn't it?
Yeah. What did he say there? I can't read that.
Oh, yes,
Tony.
This is from Todd J. No, I asked if it was Tony. Oh, and then you got somebody else from your club, Mike Press.
It's Adam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
Hey,
Adam.
Mike.
You saw it.
Hey, brothers. Man, I miss you guys.
You got Adam and Mike. Good,
Sorry
man.
I couldn't make her out there around Christmas time. Busy, man.
I'm glad you guys joined us. Thanks, guys. And throw in the comments anything that you want to say about the club or any of the good shit that you guys have done. We'll take it. We lost stuff again. Oh, its phone's overheating. That's why.
Yeah.
Is your phone overheating, bro?
Oh, there he is.
Your phone's giving you grief, isn't it?
A little bit. It's no big deal.
It's all right, man. We'll deal with it. And see how my other...
Just took another piece of ice off the fender to try cool off the phone.
Well, there you go. There you go. See, I close all my Facebook and stuff on my other screen, so I can't share our website anymore. That's okay. We got lots of stuff we can talk about. So yeah, so you guys have a big sit down every year then, and then you pick like one big event that you want to do, like your big blowout for. You said you had like your big ride for the summer and the events part.
Yeah. So every chapter will do a run and it'll benefit something, right? It always goes to something good. We're always helping people out. But every year we also do a national run, and there's also a Canadian national run. This year I believe it's in California. I'm not sure of the date.
Yeah. And I think the Canadian National is up in Six Nations territory.
Yeah, in Ontario. Yeah.
And they're open to the public?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. All riders are welcome always.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That'd be fun. See, I even if I find an old Evo for $5 or $6 grand, I gotta get it back, the bike back again. And Fire Beast says hi too, from Singapore, from Redrum MC Singapore. Fucking cool, nice. Fire Beast. That's really cool. You joined us, man. I appreciate
right on. Hey, brother.
How's it going, brother?
Yeah, that's really cool, eh? And then I saw there's a Redrum MC inaugural feed, the folks chili cook-off, February 22nd. I'm gonna butcher that name. It's in Minnesota. Do you guys see it on the screen?
And
Is that,
Does it say Sag Chip?
no, not the wash. I think not the
yeah?
wash. I might have
Oh,
butchered it too.
Minnesota. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Michigan.
Is that where you're from, Hook Dog? Hook Dog's another friend I made from the other channels, so he might be from Minnesota. Oh, look at that! You guys get people from everywhere. San Carlos,
Well,
Arizona. Your
Oh, right
brother's
on.
chat. Yeah, man. Fuck, that's
every
really
Man,
day.
I'm so tired of this snow. I'm ready to move to Arizona.
no shit. It's on the website. Oh, he's from Cali. Oh, they're doing their big national in Cali this year, Hook Dog.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So we got people from all over. No, I closed the website, Hook Dog, and I can't open it now without losing this screen. So I think this screen's more important to me. I'm not much of a techie, unfortunately. I got two screens. I usually got Facebook and that shit on one, and the interview on the other, and I fucked one up. It's it's the way it goes, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Shep says, "Come on down, brother." Hell yeah, Shep. Must be hard out there having to ride 12 months out of the year, eh? Whew, I would hate it.
Right?
It'd be the worst, wouldn't it?
I was on my bike the other day in my buddy's garage making vroom vroom noises. I'm missing it. If anybody is on my Facebook list, they know I love my bikes.
Fuck, you're right, man.
Man, I post them more than the guy posts a picture of his hot wife. Got to step outside here. I'm burning up. Whew.
I got that one open on that side. I think I'm getting closer to solving this. Oh, I found you. There we go. You can't fool me forever. But it does
Yep,
take
no bike riding today.
And I never put,
It's
on my last bike, I never put the fuel stabilizer and all that bullshit in. I just went out once every few weeks and fired it up.
Yeah, that's
It
all I do.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't like putting it to bed officially because you guys are you too far north for the Chinooks, or you guys still get them Chinooks and stuff sometimes in the winter?
Oh yeah, we were just coming over one now. It's gonna hit like minus 30 here in the next couple of days where I'm at.
Oh fuck!
And it was raining
same
today,
here.
snowing, and then it was sunny, and then snowing again. I've seen all four seasons almost here today. It's not like when I was a kid, there was like 6 feet, 7 feet of snow in the front yard. Now we're lucky if we get a foot and a half where I'm at.
It's crazy how much has changed, eh?
Yeah.
And oh, sorry, shit, I fell behind. So AKL, he's the medium Duffy. He's saying hi. Elk Dog headed to David Manson Memorial Chapter Fest in Ventura, California Fairgrounds on February 9. David Mann was the artist from Easy Rider. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. He was also a club rider.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Great. And Shep says it's difficult, brother. Go ahead, sorry.
I just can't remember the club he was in.
Shep says it's difficult riding 12 months a year. It's only rough when it's 115 out. He's out in Denver at the moment, though. It's like 30 degrees out. And 30 in the States is freezing, right?
Yeah.
32.
Rick, they got snow in Florida, in northern Florida this year. There's probably still melting over there.
That was weird, eh?
Yeah.
Did you see the picture, the video of the guy on Canal Street in New Orleans having a skate, playing some hockey?
No.
It never freezes down there. Who's Avery Motorsports?
I'm not sure everybody's handles on their YouTube or whatever.
What's up, bros? Toiga Pa. I don't know what that means. Minus 30 in
Have a great
BC
night.
this weekend. Wow, crazy. We're close on lengths of beard, brother. Except I don't have as much gray. You hear that one from Shep?
Oh yeah. You know, man, I'm doing pretty good considering I had gray hair when I was 14 years old.
Oh, you didn't waste no time.
Yeah. Always wanted to grow up quick, right? And then once you get there, it's like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Then you don't want to renew your subscription. Hey, Duff, can you see this comment? Uh-oh. No, we lost him. Look at these guys in California. 62 today. That's not really all that warm, is it? Are them fires done down there? Have you heard if the fires are done burning in California yet?
Honestly, my life has been so peaceful since I quit watching the news and drinking pot.
No way. Oh, okay.
There for a second, my phone died. I had to go get a new charger.
Oh, geez.
I'm good now. I'm plugged in. What were you
saying?
saying? The new comment.
Yeah, no, there's a comment that I was just wondering if you knew the person. Right there. He's calling you bros, so he must be one of your brothers.
Where's that at?
It says Avery Motorsports.
Oh, hey, KL. AKL, yeah.
Oh, you know? Okay. So he was saying hi. How's about it?
What's up, brother?
And you got Sheldon's in the house from Saskatchewan too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, right on. Hey Sheldon, how you doing? He's the chapter president over there, Frog Lake.
Good to meet you,
Yeah.
Sheldon.
Area.
Great brother, that boy likes to ride.
Yeah?
Yes,
I've rode thousands of kilometers beside that boy.
That's the way. See, you guys. Oh, it's still burning. So you guys got. It's a lot of open highways up there, I suppose, eh? But it's all 2-lane highways, mostly, is it?
Well, most of us are like in the back country, so yeah, it's just a 2-lane. But I mean, you can take the highways, but I'm not one to take the highway often.
No, even on your street bike, you'd rather ride in the back roads?
Oh hell yeah!
No way, eh? See, that's a whole different outlook on riding, eh? Me, when I see a gravel road, I'm like, fuck this. Where's the pavement?
Oh, me, when I see a gravel road, I think of Tokyo Drift because I'm the Fat and the Furious.
But that's it, man. Once you're on them 2 wheels, we're all the same again, man. It doesn't matter if you're old. It doesn't matter what you are, man. We're all the same. That's why that's what I like about the motorcycle and the ride and the wind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when I just seen the comment. Yeah, usually I get in trouble when I'm on the highway. I'm trying to get off of it as fast as I can.
Oh, there it is. See, we used to have to ride down in downtown Toronto to see our guys, and you know what I mean. Friday afternoon, you're splitting lanes, you're going between the transport trucks. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But you guys don't have to do all that crap, or not too much anyway.
No.
You know, I just want to touch a little bit on the brotherhood of this club.
Yeah, do
You
that,
know, we got
bro.
chapters all over the place. You know that I was telling you about our bikes getting run over there in Montana, Great Falls. We had a brother get in his vehicle with somebody else. They left Edmonton and they drove down to the border. He couldn't make it in. He waited at the border while the other fellow carried on. You know, 8 hours they came to come load our bikes on trailers and bring us back home, man. And you know, you just don't see that kind of thing anymore.
Yeah, no, it's few and far between anymore. And that's one thing. I hopefully all the chapters in your guys' club operate that way, because that's a good look. That's you know what I mean. People can't dispute what's in your hearts when you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
and it seems like you guys got. I don't know how you guys got all the energy and all the room in your hearts for all the stuff you do, but man, oh man, you guys are at it. I love that, and I take it. You know, this is the club's. This is the club's mindset, club wide, not just a few chapters. It's how the club moves. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all of them, all the chapters. We all have kind of like the same mindset, just being righteous and spreading that positivity and being there for each other, right? And that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like you say, you don't see, you know, I can't see you don't see it anymore, but you don't see it, and then you guys are doing it in a large scale, man. And those, oh fuck's sake, and those are tough standards to keep up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got?
And it's
we attend round dances and stuff, and we even got Duffy up there drumming now. He's not that great of a singer yet, but he's up there trying.
no, I'm trying.
It's awesome. He's got his own drum now. He can practice, and we're not going to be stealing the show like our brother Laurent was or anything, but we're trying. We're trying to keep our heritage going and keep it strong.
Yeah, but man, did he ever laugh the first time he gave me that drum? And he's like, just start banging on it. You'll get her done.
The more time, this is Colt and Laurent, the more we gather, the stronger we are.
Right.
Right.
Keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. That's a big thing you just said right there. Keep hanging out with each other, keep being together, and keep doing things in their honor, right? And in Laurent's honor. And tell lots of stories about the brother.
And create new memories and stories as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's like we had a good story. We had a good story going through Sturgis, Mike. Canadian booty with leather pants in where was it? Great Falls, Montana, overheating like crazy. And this lady came out of nowhere with 2 kids and stood in front of me. I'm like dying of the heat stroke, pretty much. And she's like, "Oh my God, that's the like a real biker right there. Can we take a picture?" And one of the brothers that was with us is like, "Yeah, okay, sure." And then I came back too, and I heard her say, like, one of my brothers, he's like, "What are you gonna do with that picture with your kids and my brother laying on the ground right now?" She says, "Oh, I'm gonna put that on my mantle." So we got the biggest laugh. It's like I'm in somebody's mantle with leather pants, dying of heat exhaustion in Montana somewhere. It's Great Falls. I'm on a mantle.
Man, see, I love that story. So you guys get to move around, man. That's wicked. That's one thing I do miss is the moving around part. It was so much fun, man. And you roll into another city, and there's another 20 guys who all think exactly how you guys think. And then you get to start your weekend.
It's about having fun and just making memories and finding new roads and just having a great journey. That's the biggest thing. I was pretty skeptical when I first joined and stuff with Redrum, and the more I got into it and the more I hung around, the more I loved it because it's a journey. It's a really good journey. I used to be a very angry person, and I was never satisfied with anything I had. And with these guys, like, I'm good with what I got. I'm enjoying the smaller things in life.
See that's saying something about the club, right? You know what I mean? So, joining your club helped you out in so many ways. You know what I mean? It's not a burden at all. So you get to trade off. You get to trade off the help that you received by helping out other people right down the road.
Yeah.
No, I hope more and more people. I hope that lots and lots of people watch this video and get the vibe, man, and get the vibe and start seeing if try to live that way as much as you can, right?
Yeah.
Lots of people out there trying to find the angle, I guess. And see, that's how I always used to live, try to find the angle. Or the
I
quick
see.
one.
I see a comment there. 54 Wishbone.
Yes.
The way we pronounce it is Red Rum, and yeah, we are in Alberta and Saskatchewan. We're everywhere. We're worldwide. We're an international club.
And thanks for joining us, Wishbone. I appreciate it, bro. I know you've been on the last few videos. I appreciate your comments and the fact that you watch. Are you in Canada, Wishbone? Something tells me you are. And I didn't know that Todd J was Canadian either.
Yeah, so it's pronounced Red Rum, but it actually started as Red Drum. Yeah, it's a native-based motorcycle club. But we welcome all.
No, that's pretty big. Jay from Shap saved my life joining this club. My San Carlos brothers are the best.
Love you guys, man. I'm glad I'm walking this road with you.
That's wild. That's really cool. So yeah. So this club is doing more, more than what's on the surface, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
One nation, one people. Yeah. Oh, see, Wishbone's in Alberta. That's cool. Yeah. So they got a bunch of chapters in Alberta. Go ahead and let them know what you guys got going on in Alberta.
Well, there's our chapter in Treaty 8. That's northern Alberta, pretty much. I know we're a little bit everywhere. I know Ernest is like Canuso and Slave Lake area. I'm in Fairview. We got one brother up in High Level area. And then we got a couple from Grand Prairie. And we also got that Edmonton chapter. There's also Musketees and Frog Lake.
Is that northern Alberta as well?
That would be, I think Frog Lake would be more south, wouldn't it be, Ernest?
Frog Lake is east of Edmonton, and Musketees is south of Edmonton.
Okay.
And then we got the chapter Lede Tene in the Prince George area. We got chapter in Saskatchewan, Manitoba. I think we got 6 chapters in Ontario, Peterborough, PEI. Yeah, we're almost coast to coast. We're missing one province there, and it's a tough one to crack.
You're getting there.
Yeah.
You're getting there. And sometimes, well, no, we won't get into politics. So Wishbone. In Alberta, these brothers got lots of brothers around you. If you ride and you ever want to, join up on a ride with them, find them on the Instagram for sure. That's what you guys said. And do you have a Facebook page as well? I take it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the website.
Yeah. You could hit up the website. There's email on there. It's contact@redrummc.com. If you're interested in the club, you can reach out there, and they'll put you in touch with the closest chapter, and you can, come step up, and we go from there. Maybe you'll be accepted and make it, and maybe you won't. That's all up to you.
Yeah.
And 54 Wishbone, it's not strictly native. Not at all. We see no color. It is First Nation based, but we see no color. We see no race. I'm a French Acadian. I might have some in me, but very little.
No, see, that's why I'm glad that we're doing this interview, so that somebody who's actually in the area who might be interested can get some answers right there and then, right?
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe you guys will meet. Maybe you guys will meet on the highway this summer and say hi, right?
Yeah. Always. You can always come up and say hi. And yeah, Sheldon, you're 100% right. Only the human race.
Yeah. Say hi, break bread, go for a ride, whatever, man.
Yeah.
The options are limitless, and that's the other thing. You know, I think about the people that I speak to anymore, and I talk to, and it's all people that I've met because of motorcycles. Those are the people that have always stayed in your life, no matter what. If you're on a high or a low, your buddies that you ride with are always there, aren't they?
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the old. You know, you meet the nicest people on a Honda. I miss
A
them.
Honda or a Honda.
They had the funniest ads back in the 70s for motorcycles. I remember them as a kid on TV. Actually, we lived in Calgary for a short period when I was a kid. What a crazy city that was. Did they see? They have no freaking. See, Mike's got a Honda. See, you meet the nice people on a Honda, don't you, bro?
Oh, Mike's got quite a Honda.
Has he got going?
Oh, something like that.
Man, I spent a little bit of time in Britain, and some of these bikers in Britain, because Harleys are pretty damn expensive over there, right? So they would take apart a Japanese bike and throw away all the plastic and chop it down and put a crazy front end on it. And that's what they rode, man. Until they could save up for the Harley. It's 2-0 Edmonton. Edmonton.
Let's go Oilers.
Huh? Fire Beast. I'm a Muslim from Singapore chapter. Wow. That's pretty radical.
How's it going, brother?
Hey, brother. Hello from the Great White North up in Canada.
It's cold when we get out of our igloos.
And thanks for joining us, Fire Beast. I appreciate it, bro. What do you ride over there in Singapore, brother? A Fury Hopper. That's what Mike Press says, a Fury Hopper. Oh, is that what you call it when you rip apart the Jap bikes and make them choppers? They look pretty cool to me.
The Honda Furies are actually pretty cool little choppers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You buy the Honda Furies. They kind of come out as a chopper itself.
See,
And they're not a bad little bike at all.
Yeah.
They're not for a guy my size.
Oh, yeah.
Then you just look like you got 2 wheels and a tiny set of handlebars. But yeah.
Hey, you guys got somebody from New Zealand watching from your club.
Oh, right on.
That's pretty cool, man. I wonder how this got out so far. I appreciate it. I love it. You know, keep watching.
I just like to take a minute to say that I'm Facebook famous. No, just kidding. No, I think we shared the link on our Facebook profiles, and we got brothers from all over the world on our friends' pages and our friends list, and it probably got shared around, so that's good.
No, I appreciate that, man. That's
I'm glad they came on here and they can see we're the same as them way up here.
Right. And just sit around and shoot the shit, because I don't care what we talk about at this point. We've covered pretty much everything. So now it's just because I like hanging out with you guys, right?
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
Feelings mutual.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
It is very mutual.
And groups like yours, man, I can't say it enough. And channels like mine, and getting us together and keeping the conversation going, and then that'll change the perception. Then when it comes time for some fundraising, and you walk into a place where everyone's wearing a suit, they'll still take you seriously and help out with your event.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
Now this is. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Duff. I'm gonna pull up this webpage because I found the one I liked.
No problem, give her.
Yeah, man. That's the one I like. That's a beautiful website. That one. Yeah, man. Brazil, that's Brazil, is it? That flag.
It depends what you want to do there, Shep Custer.
Oh,
Shep
sorry.
Wooster. Belt or chain. I prefer belt for cruising, but I prefer chains if I want to lift the front end.
Yeah, you want to get that power. You want to get that power to the tire right now. You got to run the chain.
Belts are good too, but you can strip them pretty quick. I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah, Mister Stage 5.
You must be a wild man, bro. I've never took a tooth out of a belt in my life.
Oh, I was so hard. I was so hard on my road glide one year that the inside ring on my pulley, my back pulley, I popped it off. I popped the welds and everything off.
Did you come off every stop sign like you're coming out of the hole at the drag races?
No, but usually I find like an old road that's really smooth and nobody's around, and that's where, when nobody's around me and stuff, I'll go play by myself, right?
Well, yeah.
And I just see how hard, see how fast, and sometimes just play.
Get it just to the verge of a speed wobble and then back out of it.
Those are always fun.
Yeah. Like it's like my biggest thrill on my road glide, and I've been trying to get it back to where it was before. It's like even with a belt drive, I've catwalked it like a good 10, 15 feet, and I was trying to learn how to drop it down low, but I had to beef up my whole front end and everything because I don't know, man. Whether it's a road glide or a dirt bike, I got just something. I just want to lift the front end up every time.
So
Go have fun.
You're a wheelie guy.
Yeah, I like doing my wheelies.
Nice. Hey, War Gorilla, thanks for joining us from Las Vegas, brother. Pleasure. So I still got to track him down. I saw it on Facebook last year, and there's some guys rolling around with a mobile wheelie school, and they put the bike up on this thing with springs and teach you how to get the bike up.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, they're fun. They're really fun. I've seen some guys do it, and I've almost done it myself too. And when you get a little too excited, and you really pop them up, and then it hits those safety belts there, so you don't go over. You're not holding hard enough. You'll fall off too.
Yeah. Well, that's always my biggest concern with a wheelie. What if the bike comes all the way over, and now I'm the guy in the bottom? That don't sound like it's fun to me.
A couple of scrapes and cuts, rub some dirt in it, get up, do it again.
You do it again, yeah. On a nice bike. Yeah, that was my last bike. Was a Street Glide, no 8 though. But the guy put headers on it and true dual exhaust with the Reinhardt slip-ons. Man, it had a great sound. Sometimes I'll buy a bike just because it sounds so good.
Yeah, I'm running Reinhardt's on my new bike. I'm going to probably do the cam and the head pipe, get rid of the Cadillac converters, and that'll probably be it. I did have bigger plans. I was going to go in for winter work, but Duffy here talked me out of it.
If you ain't first, you're last. Shake and bake.
Yeah, for the way I ride nowadays and the miles I put in, it's a lot. And I want something that's dependable and reliable,
Yeah.
I don't want to be stranded in the middle of nowhere with, like if I'm on an Indian, you got to trailer it all over because their dealerships are few and far between.
Where are they?
Harley, you're in every city.
Yeah.
So I want that dependability and knowing that I'm okay. Where I only have to get a hitch a ride for a couple 100 miles or whatever, then I'm good.
Yeah, man.
That's why I bought another bike. I bought the chopper. I can't keep up with just one. I'm always breaking down.
Yeah. Being broken down does suck, right?
It does, but no good story ever started with a salad.
Well, no, you're right. And we've got some good ones about that 110 of mine breaking down because it was bound to break down because you know what I mean. It's just the way it was. But yeah, man, I remember blowing the head gasket on a nighttime ride and the flame coming out and hit my knee. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? The head gasket let go because we were. No, go ahead.
I remember one night. Well, actually, it was the night that I actually got I got my circle and became a member. I was on my way home, and it was like I think it was like midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. And my sponsor at the time, he was with me, and we were riding back to Grand Prairie from Drift Bar. And all of a sudden, we're cruising down the highway. We're doing good, we're making good time. A little chilly, and all of a sudden, one of my slip-ons just came right off, right on the side of the highway.
Mm-hmm.
So we spent like half an hour trying to put that on. He's like, "Dude, why don't you just get new exhaust?" I'm like this one keeps me humble.
And they're expensive.
Yeah,
They are expensive. There's nothing on a Harley that ain't going to set you back hundreds of dollars.
Yep.
And then us crazy guys that ride them, you know what I mean? We're expensive.
It ain't cheap.
No, it ain't. No, and that's the thing that you got to realize getting headed that direction into a bike club is it ain't cheap. You got to be on the road. You got this, you got that. It just is what it is. Like,
and I mean, Redrum, like our biggest thing is ride. Like we try to ride all the time, and I mean not just our chapter, all the chapters. Our biggest thing is just ride, meet people, you know, like just go on that journey, just run it.
I think it doesn't matter how much it costs because the trade-off from what I'm hearing about your club, you know what I mean, it's invaluable. Yeah. So you're not going to put a price tag on that. It becomes your new life.
It does, and it puts you in a righteous way. Like I said, when I first came on, I was pretty angry and stuff like that, and it simmered me down a lot. Now I just go with the flow and just try to ride as much as I can and spend time with the brothers, spend time with the family, and sometimes it's hard to get it all done, but you wind up finding ways.
And in the club I was in, our particular chapter, and I think they all was tight like that, right? So if I was having supper and I knew my brother was down the street by himself, well, he was having supper at my house. That's all. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we were always together. We always rode together. Our old ladies hung out together. We had kids together. You know what I mean? So that's a part of the club life that I miss. It's the big family, right?
Yeah.
And it's me. I know for Redrum, I found like our brotherhood. I find it's more like the old school brotherhood. That's kind of almost turned into a lost art because it's like all these new guys and stuff that start riding and things. They watch that Sons of Anarchy. And the best way I can explain it is everybody's trying to be that Jack Steller. They want to be that number one guy.
Yeah. I want to be the founder, yeah.
And it's like, I remember when I started, I told them all, I said, I'm more like a Bobby, man. I'm here for a good time, great ride, and have fun.
Yeah.
I don't need that number one spot. I don't care for it.
I don't even know who these ladies are he's talking about. Sorry, brother. I thought you were done talking there.
It's okay.
No, that's true. You know, there's a lot of these in the States. They call them pop-up clubs, right? Where one summer they weren't there, and next summer they were there. Didn't tell nobody, didn't do nothing, and then 2-3 months in, they pack it all in and go home anyway.
Yep.
You know, there's still all that shit that you got to do to pop a club up. Doesn't matter where you are. And Jack is a pussy. Jack's was a good way to get the motorcycle culture kind of interesting again, right? They must have sold 1 million Dynas when that show was there, right?
But it's what a lot of people don't realize, that was just a TV show. You know,
it was in somebody's head. It never happened.
No, just a damn TV show. That's why I laugh. Like I'll watch some new guys that go and buy a brand new bike and all that, and they got all their leathers and a vest, and put these patches on, and it's like they look at us and they kind of like put their nose in the air, and I just laugh. It's like, dude, you have no idea what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
This is not what it's about. It's about being there for one another, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I've met some very, very awesome brothers in all of our chapters, and you know, I even meet civilians that are great people.
Exactly.
And some of them aren't even like, some of them are scared and skittish a little bit, and you know,
I'm
just
friends with the
talk to
club.
them with kindness and stuff, and then after a while they're like, man, you're not, you just look scary, and I'm like, yeah, usually that's what I get, you know.
No, that's awesome, man. Yeah, man. No, I think that the message and all that you guys put out there, just even on this conversation, was more than I expected. I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? Lots of clubs do lots of things, I'm fortunate enough to interview a lot of them, right? And it's good. It makes me feel good to know that there's so many people out there on two wheels that are doing whatever they can, right? Whatever they can. If it's only one ride a year, that's all they can do. Whatever they can. And there's lots of people on two wheels doing that these days, and it's awesome. We got Aldo. Good
Aldo.
evening, gents. A lot of you brothers are pretty cool.
That's a pretty cool cat right there, Aldo.
Where's Aldo from?
Aldo's out in Saskatchewan,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, around that area.
Sorry, Aldo. No disrespect. We got a lot of brothers popping on here.
Yeah, that's surprising. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool to see all your brothers come on here, man.
Yeah.
I really thought it was cool. Like the twin. Jump on, watch.
Yeah.
And then what's this one from Shep? The Twin Brotherhood in Colorado. I know you seen them guys, Shep. I see them guys on TikTok and they laugh. I laugh and I laugh. Like, what are they gonna do when a real 1% club rolls in on them?
Shit their pants. I mean,
They're TikTok famous, but they did it to get TikTok famous.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Who knows when the camera's off? They can't be that. They can't be that ridiculous. Let's talk about that for a minute, Jeff. Talking about what? The Twin Outlaw Brotherhood, or whatever they call themselves? Them guys are funny though. But yeah, you have to catch a couple of their clips on TikTok, and sometimes they get ran out of TikTok. It's pretty funny. The people turn on them, they get so many bad comments that they actually shut down the account and they open it up under another name.
But it's all good, right? Like, I know for most of us at Red Rum, like the way we are on interviews and stuff is the same way we live. Like, we don't change for nobody.
Yeah.
We just stay the way we are, man. Just live it and love it.
Yeah, no, I'm gathering that. So I mean, you guys brought a big message with you today. I appreciate that, man. Like I say, it was like, wow. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's not just, and then not to put nobody down because I'm not trying to. It's not just a Friday. Let's go and throw some canned goods into a bag sort of thing. It's a big thing with you guys. It's more involved, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Well, it's, you know, like even when we help the homeless and stuff out, like I know some of the brothers have families that are in that need, right?
Yeah.
And it's, we do it all, like the homeless, families in need, anything, any way that we can help.
I can't believe how big the homeless problem got across our country. It's insane. Every city, every town, every nook, every cranny. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine up where you guys live how cold it gets living rough. It's been pretty cold down here the last couple of weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this next week it's going to be hitting -30, and you know, I worry for those people. I wish they could help them all.
Yeah.
but it's hard.
Well, it is
It
because
is.
I kind of got some people from that situation, rented some rooms in my home, and they're on ODSP, and everything gets taken care of, right? And they are what they are, right? They're working through what they're working through, but at least they're not out in the cold right now. But my fucking neighbors hate me, man. You know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
They're not into it.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's what I'm doing.
It's all you can do, right?
Exactly.
If you can change one mind, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Well, yeah, and then and most of these people I knew from before. Whatever happened to them, right? So we can talk about how things used to be and the fun we used to have, right? And maybe they'll go back to those days. Who knows?
And we've all fallen on hard times, every single one of us.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all how it goes up.
Yeah, those things are no fun, man. You need to get assessed by your psychiatrist. Yeah, brother. The twin brother. I think their mom runs the show, doesn't she? There's been some funny videos with the mom yelling at those two guys. They need a good psychiatrist. That's so funny. Have you guys ever seen these guys on TikTok I'm talking about?
I never have, no.
No.
No, I'm not sure.
You guys don't look like TikTokers. So sometimes I'll make a video for TikTok, but I don't really scroll through it. You can be there all fucking day and you really didn't do nothing. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. All
Well,
right,
Bob, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to have to get off of this interview right now, and
that's what I was
it's been a
thinking,
pleasure
too.
talking to you.
Let's
Glad we
wrap
could,
on up.
glad we could shed some light what our club is about and all that. And
No,
love
it
you,
did.
brother Duff, and everybody else watching, man. We'll see you guys on the road somewhere.
And thanks for
Yeah,
coming
love
on.
you all,
our-
brothers.
Okay, you guys
Thanks,
enjoy
bro.
the rest of your conversation.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up, too. Love and
All right.
respect, brother.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Much
Peace
love and
out.
respect. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Duffy. Thanks for coming on, man. You guys were incredible, and I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem.
And we'll 100% stay in touch, off the air and whatever, man.
100%.
I want to stay.
My phone's always on.
right on, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
All right. You guys have a great night. Love you all, you brothers.
Yes, thanks everyone for joining us in the chat from all over the world, man. Much appreciated. All right, with that, thanks everyone. I appreciate it. Redrum MC, beautiful people, and I'm glad I got to meet you guys. And with that, I'll say goodnight. Bye, guys.
Good night.
Good night, bro.